Mother's Day is right around the corner, and Rashawn and I wanted to take a few moments to share some stories with you to help you through Mother's Day and throughout other experiences where you might struggle. I lost my mom 24 years ago, and I did struggle. And then I learned how to grieve and thrive through it. So I wrote a book, and it's called My Mom's Gone, Now What?
And I'm Rashawn Neisner, and my mother died when I was 8, and actually her mother died when she was 3. So I'm the motherless daughter of a motherless daughter, and I also wrote a book called Mom's Gone, Now What?
So that's how we met. How ironic that she reached out to me, and we have built a wonderful friendship, and we've shared our life stories together, and we support one another, and that's what we want to do with this message, is support you. So Mother's Day, how has it impacted you, and how many Mother's Days have gone by without your mom?
I know, I've had 67 Mother's Days. So I've had a lot of experience on how to get through Mother's Day, and I think it's always difficult at some level. It always is. And am I at the stage, at this point, where I, am crying or grieving or whatever after all these years? No. But it is a day that it's for remembering mothers and thinking about mothers. So that always adds difficulty. How about you?
That's right. Well, the first, I would say 15 years without her, I took the day and viewed it more of a remembrance, but it was painful. I would get up and just find solitude, either at a park or by the lake, and I would cry, and I would be just filled with every memory that I could remember, like every thought of her personality, what she wore, her cute mannerisms, everything. And then I realized that I was torturing myself. And we have 3 children, and I was not giving them a gift of their own mother, and I needed to celebrate my mom's life and celebrate the life that I do have, and honor my children by being happy. And I do know that my mom would never want me to live days, months, years like I did after she passed, being so unhappy and sad and dwelling where I needed to move forward.
Absolutely. And for me, I feel like I'm just so grateful that that I can celebrate Mother's Day with my children. I too have 3 children, and they're all, 2 of them are mothers, one's a father, but has a wife. So I just feel grateful of being the first generation of 3 that actually can celebrate Mother's Day. And I'm really grateful that my daughters have gone on to be mothers themselves. So for me, it's a day, although it's tinged with sadness, it's really a day of gratitude as well, and appreciation that I am a mother and that they are mothers.
100%. And we know it's not just Mother's Day. It's the first, her birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Mother's Day, Valentine's, and of course the day that she actually did pass.
Absolutely, yes. And then I think too, as we age, the anniversary when you become the age that when your mother died.
Yes.
And that's another big piece in so many daughters' lives.
That is very true.
For my book, besides my own life, I interviewed 50 women, and that was a common theme where when those that had reached that age, it was a very significant time in their life.
I absolutely agree with that. I do think about that. In 6 years, I will be the age that my mom was when she passed, but that also gives me clarity and the choices to choose health and wellness, and know that I will surpass that age. I can live long beyond it, and it's a mindset to exercise, eat right, and think right, think positively, and have an inner dialogue that is kind to myself and show myself compassion. We can be so hard on ourselves, and
What's helped you, Chris, to just year to year? What helps you stay positive, or just what helps you get through Mother's Day?
That's a great question. For me, it is how I look at things. I can find positive in a brown paper bag.
She can. She can.
And it's gratitude, 100%. I practice gratitude every day, and my favorite prayer is thank you. I don't overlook the simplest things. I really work on living in the moment. I practice meditation and being mindful. I am where I'm at, and that was still is what I say to our 3 children: be where you're at. And it's so important. We don't miss the beauty that surrounds us. So gratitude, mindfulness, being thankful, communicating, expressing love to those that we care about, building friendships, building relationships that will help build you up. And I truly appreciate our friendship. And we're different ages, and we lost our moms at different times. But I know fully that our moms lived through us, and I'm very thankful for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for planning for Mother's Day, leading up to Mother's Day? Because it can almost be feeling a little anxious.
Absolutely. Well, I think you need to plan. I think there is, for me, I always make a plan. I don't like to just, especially now that I live away from my children, to be away from my children is very hard in the first place. And then have it be Mother's Day on top of that, in terms of my own mom. So I always plan something special. I live in Florida, so my husband and I will often do like a lunch cruise, something like that, so it's something special. Years ago, when my mother was still alive, my dad and I planted a flower box on the front windows of our house, and then for many years I planted something special on Mother's Day for my mother.
Nice.
And now, it's kind of past my gardening years, but now I buy pink carnations, which are very symbolic for me, for my mother. So I always make a plan. And the other tip is to just realize that it's one day out of 365
Keep it
days.
into perspective.
Absolutely. And, just having come through COVID, it reminded me of COVID Christmas, I call it, the Christmas that we were alone by ourselves, my husband and I, and we have a big family. It was just leading up to it. I was just heartbroken, anticipating this Christmas alone, and the reality was the day was okay. It was really okay. And I think that's what happens to motherless daughters. The anticipation of Mother's Day gets to be such a big thing. And then often, the day itself, it's 24 hours, no matter what.
And I always tell myself, this too shall pass.
Absolutely.
It will come, it will go. And there's one thing for sure, we've survived it, right? We've survived through 67 for you and 24 for me, which is a long time. And I think, boy, that it has been a long time that I haven't had my mom. But yet it also seems like it was 2 weeks ago. So, well, I want to thank you for taking the time to meet with me, and we hope that this gives you some insights to be strong through Mother's Day and all the occasions, and embrace your memories and love yourself and be kind and compassionate to yourself and your emotions.
Absolutely, and happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you.